If you're an Outlander fan like me, you're in the right place. I've been going on and on about the upcoming prequel Blood of My Blood on this channel, and today I have some new photos to share with you guys. Before we dive into the details of the sneak peek, let's talk about what makes this prequel so exciting, and yes, it's the whole plot. As you may know, Blood of My Blood will focus on two incredible love stories. You remember Brian and Ellen, right? Jamie's parents. Now, we'll finally get to hear more about their story. As far as we know, their marriage was forbidden because Ellen was going to marry someone else, but that didn't stop their love. Brian and Ellen eloped but kept it a secret until Ellen was visibly pregnant with their first child. But there has always been another guy, and I'm not talking about the guy that Ellen was supposed to marry. Yeah, I'm talking about Brian's second cousin, Myrta, who was very much in love with Ellen. Now, with the prequel, we'll get to see how Myrta falls in love with her. Okay, I know that we're excited about Brian and Ellen, but I'm a little curious about Myrta too, especially scenes with Jocasta. I know you get it. And for the other love story, we'll be seeing Claire's parents, Julia and Henry. The only thing we know about them is that they died in a car accident when Claire was 5. Diana Gabaldon, aka the writer of the Outlander book series, said that she didn't find Claire's parents interesting enough to write about them. Ouch! On the other hand, Diana says that she has enough content to write 3 books about Jamie's parents, so that is actually the reason why we have so limited information about Julia and Henry. Them being in Blood of My Blood is like the best surprise ever, and their scenes in the teaser, chef's kiss. Trust me, we're gonna get everything we need. Now, here's where things get a little complicated. The timeline. Brian and Ellen's story will take place in 18th century Scotland, while Julia and Henry's story will be in the early 20th century, the World War I era of England. I think the two stories should connect to each other at some point, otherwise it's just two separate stories. I mean, I'm okay with that too, but I just love to see Claire and Jamie's parents together, you know? Now, hear me out. We know that Jamie's parents don't have the time traveling gene, right? As far as we know, only Claire has it, but either Julia or Henry must have it to pass the gene. We know that Claire's parents are not time travelers, but I think it's either because they didn't know they had the gene or they don't know how to use it. Since the teaser says two love stories connected by time, I think we'll be seeing at least one of them going back in time and meeting with Jamie's parents. Even the thought of this possibility excites me, but do you think it will happen? Let me know in the comments. Now, our lovebirds aside, we'll be seeing some of our favorite characters too. Ellen's sister Jocasta will be in the prequel, as I mentioned, as well as Dougal and Colin Mackenzie. We'll get to see their life as a family. Okay, I know you have waited long enough, so let me show you the new photos from Blood of My Blood. Here are the two beautiful leads, Julia and Ellen. I may be wrong, but since we saw Julia and Ellen in the trailer more than we saw the men, and them having these independent photos as the characters makes me think the prequel might focus on these two leads a little more. And as much as I adore love stories, I would love to see these women more. Speaking of love stories, young Brian and Ellen's photos are literally the best. It looks like they have this amazing chemistry between them. And I have to say this, can you see how much Jamie Roy, aka young Brian, looks like Outlander Brian? I mean, they've really outdone themselves with the casting. And for Ellen, I don't think they can ever find someone better than Harriet Slater. I know I've been telling this over and over again, but just look how beautiful she is. Don't you agree that this is the perfect casting? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And based on these pictures, I guess we're gonna see Myrta and Brian together a lot, which is incredible news for someone who loved the Myrta and Jamie dynamic in the earlier seasons, but I do know that it will be incredibly difficult to watch Myrta being in love with Ellen and learn that she's in love with someone else. I can already tell that Blood of My Blood will make me cry a lot. Some of you may remember this photo of Henry and Julia from my previous videos. As you can see, they're going for a picnic. Now, here's the new picture of them having a romantic picnic. I think we'll see the scene before Henry goes off to war, and this can actually be the last time we see them together before the war. Okay, I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but why is he touching her stomach? Like, is she already pregnant with Claire, or am I reading too much into this? Back to the topic, we have other pictures of them as well. When I first saw these, I tried to think of the storyline, and we have this scene in the teaser, so I thought that after he comes back from the war, when they finally meet again, and we're gonna see this scene that contains these pictures. Unfortunately, these are all the new photos we have right now, but don't worry, because in the upcoming weeks, I think we'll be seeing more content about this show because, well, we know that Blood of My Blood was wrapped about a year ago with this adorable video the cast made, and now we have a release date. Since we're gonna be able to watch the series on August 8th, we can have the trailer anytime now. But on the other hand, they can make us wait until July too, so I hope that won't happen. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen, and I don't know about you guys, but I honestly don't think that 10 episodes will be enough. Hopefully we'll get a second season or maybe even a third. Okay, let's discuss the photos in the comments below, then you can go and watch this video next.